Hello and welcome. Yes, today is the last episode of Peach Boy Riverside. After 12 episodes of Peach Boy Riverside, I get it. It's not good as everybody thought it is. I mean, yeah, Peach Boy Riverside does has its ups and downs, like a roller coaster. It goes from this way to this way to a loop and all that stuff. You know, you know. And after 12 episodes of Peach Boy Riverside, I gotta say, it's okay. Now we ask ourselves, is this show must watch? Is this show a top 5 pick of summer shows of summer anime 2021? There's a questions that needs to be answered. And those answers are nah. But episode 12 did give us something to look up on. It did give us some meaning. I mean, it gave us something to talk about and watch it and get and see the dramatic conclusion of it, which, by the way, that episode was supposed to be aired on that episode. And the only reason I said it because this is in TV order. So again, if you want to see Peach Boy Riverside from the chronological order, you're gonna have to go to episode 4. And if you're a fan of it, if you're fans of the manga, then you should read it. I mean, from what I heard, is that it covers 34 chapters right now, based off of 12 episodes. I'm not saying I could be wrong or right about it, but I heard a lot of people saying it, so who am I to judge? Anyway, let's get right to it with episode 12 of Peach Boy Riverside, and also I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts and my overall thoughts on this show. Yeah, overall thoughts and conclusion. I'm gonna get right to it. So, after last week's episode with Sally trying to make peace with ogres and humans, Sally is in that place where she wants to be peace with everybody, including that giant ass tree ogre. Now, here's the thing. The tree ogre doesn't care about making peace. Doesn't care at all. Sally is trying so hard to be like, okay, we could work something out, We don't have to kill any humans or ogres on a regular basis, We don't have to do all that stuff. And that's Sally's role. She wants to make peace. And the thing about that is, she doesn't know what she wants to do. Every episode she has tried to make peace, but at the end of every result, it ends up being what you call it. It ends up being not so good. Remember that vampire ogre? What happened? They burned him to death. So, like I said, or how about when an ogre said save a human? They just treat him like They treated Faru like garbage. It's stuff like that that makes. Sorry, it's stuff like that to make the world of Peach Boy Riverside like there is never gonna be love in peace between the two races. He's never gonna be enough. And so you got this, and then you got this. Then you got this, the hair ogre, the hair nun herself, wrapped her little middle age hair, grabbed Sally, and that wasn't nothing. Wrapped around her neck, everything, trying to choke, but it ain't working on Sally. And so what Sally did, she just ran up and punched her in the stomach. And that tree ogre was gonna take down her own kind. They don't care. See, the thing about ogres is that they don't care about their own kind. They just want to kill it. They kill them anyway. But when that tree ogre was about to do it, she broke their branches, and then one punch that tree ogre destroyed it with one punch, and then ended it. Now, yes, Sally made peace with the human. She wakes up and saw Hawthorne, head of the lizard clan and the head of the elf clan, sitting at the bar talking. Okay, at least that's a start. To me, that's a start. Is she trying? She got two of the other creatures together talking in the bar. Okay, now Mikoto. This is actually the first time that Mikoto and Tsuragi are talking to each other. I mean, the way how he literally just went behind him instantly, and how he stopped the sword with one hand, kind of like Aizen from Bleach for some reason, stopped Mikoto. And all he wants to do is to have peace. But deep in his cold, dark eyes, he doesn't care. The way I see, he doesn't care. And with Carrot though, Carrot is still working under him. But Carrot, I think Carrot later on is gonna be like done with working with him, and she's gonna explain all of her actions towards Sally later. I mean, like I said, I haven't read the manga. I'm just going by what I'm seeing. And again, it's not much you could say in this episode, guys. It's not much you could say. Yeah, Makoto took down the headless ogre with one sword strike already. And sure, this is the first encounter that we got to see with Makoto and Shigaraki. But then there's some like foreshadowing. Like, everything about this episode makes a lot of sense. For example, the fact that the hairless ogre, the fact that the hair ogre went on her journey on her own in the forest, and that makes a lot of sense because if you look at it, Makoto was the one remember, Makoto's in the forest with the talking dog, and then now Makoto see her. So everything about that makes sense. The alignment from this last episode is alignment from the previous episodes of how Makoto's traveling and how she ended up with the dog. Makoto ended up with the blonde hair nun girl. Everything about that makes sense. Everything. So now it's all entwined. Now, Sally wakes up and now she's on another journey. She's going to another journey. We don't know. Now, that journey was supposed to be that one, but they kind of scrambled it. But you guys get where I'm coming from. That you see, they put this last episode into like what, episode 5 or 6, I believe. I don't know. I'm just going by what I'm looking at. But that right there should have been that. That's my point. But here's the thing. Okay, so overall, Peach Boy Riverside, well, actually, episode 12 was TV order. Episode 12 was really good. It's a really good episode. Now, the only thing good about that was when Sally went one punch that tree ogre with, it was good. But here's my thoughts on it, guys. After watching the first episode of Peach Boy Riverside, I fell in love with it. That first episode was so gruesome. Like, I didn't expect to do a review on Peach Boy Riverside. I kid you not. It was just that first episode that got me like, what the hell? Just one slice with that girl, with one slice with Sally, and it's like the blood, the gruesomeness was there. And then that moment I had to talk about Peach Boy Riverside. But then, after episode and episode of episode, they messed it up. Like chronological order, they messed it up. So like episode 4 was supposed to be that time, you know what I mean? And there's still questions that haven't been answered yet. With Faru, like she was in heaven and then she knows the angel. Like, when did that happen? There are questions that needs to be answered. And for us, it's like we got to read the manga otherwise to see that. Now, like I said, Peach Boy Riverside, the anime will confuse you. It will. It will confuse you in some ways. You watch an episode of it, you be like, huh? And then the next episode, huh? And then the next episode, oh, I get it. It's gonna give you a back and forth, up and down scenario where you be like, okay, so this should have been this, and this was, It's like one of those events. It's like one of those homeworks where they give you like these events, and then you have to like put them in order. Like, okay, this one was this one, this one was this one, this one was this one. Okay, now the plot. I can't say nothing about the plot in Peach Boy Riverside. I think the plot is kind of somewhat stale. Yeah. And animation-wise, okay, the animation may have gone back and forth at times. It may have done that. But still, they gave us some good moments, good fight moments, and good scenes from each character. So I get that. So, and again, is Peach Boy Riverside a good show to watch for that summer? No. From a manga? Yeah. Is Peach Boy Riverside a top 5 show of the summer? No. I can think of other shows that generally better than Peach Boy Riverside, but I ain't gonna get to that. But I do give Peach Boy Riverside credit, a little bit of somewhat credit. I give them credit for what they're trying to put the animation and, you know, all that, the graphics and the opening and ending. Okay, I get that. They tried. I take nothing away from that. So on a scale of 1 to 10 of Peach Boy Riverside, I know it's gonna be something shocking to me. Well, it's not shocking to me, but maybe like, okay, it's obvious. I will give it a 4.5 out of 10. For me, a 4.5. I mean, yeah, I give credit to it. It's just that they lack a few things, a lot of things in this one. I mean, like, animation was on and off at times, plot kind of on and off at times. So yeah, it is what it is. And with fall coming around the corner, it's safe to say that fall is going to be one of those great shows that I'm going to be talking about, like World's End Harem. Like, that's the show I need to talk about. So, again, Peach Boy Riverside was okay. I'm going to get started reading the manga on my laptop because this is going to be one of those times I got to really read it and follow it from that standpoint. So thank you for watching my review of Peach Boy Riverside episode 12 and all the episodes I've done up till now. Like I said, I prefer reading the manga. The manga is way better. I'm going to get started reading it because everybody was saying how it's better than the anime, even though the anime kind of messed up the chronological order of it. So let me get to that. So thank you for watching my video of this one. And later on, I'm going to talk about Girlfriend. Once it aired at around 3 o'clock, I'm going to get started doing that as well. So thank you for watching my reviews of Peach Boy Riverside.